Welcome to Cavaletto Studios. I'm Chris. Yoga Twist is a flow that includes many bends and turns to help with digestion and movement. This practice is a gentle way to help cleanse and rehydrate the tissues of the body. So grab your mat, a block if needed, and let's get started. We're going to begin in a seated posture today, an easy seat. So either leg in front, sitting nice and tall, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Take a nice, deep, long breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Now let's take the arms out to the side. Reach them out, thumbs up, fingertips open, stretching out the fingertips, really reaching the arms. And then take a deep breath in. As you inhale, reach the arms all the way overhead, touch the fingers, and then exhale, palms all the way to heart space. And then rotate those fingers down and back up as the palms continue to press together, rotating down and up. Good. One more. And then press the palms together, lifting through the spine. And let's twist to the right. Pressing the left palm into the right. Take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, rotate through the center to the other side, pressing the right palm into the left. Take a breath in. And then on your exhale, come back to center. Inhale, both arms all the way up again. Exhale, the right arm down, leaning to the right. Keeping that left hip down, feeling the stretch up the left side of the body. And then windmill it all the way to the other side. Finding your breath, lengthening through the right side of the body. And then one more time, reaching it to the right. Breathing, relaxing the shoulders. And last one to the left, leaning it over. This time we're going to come up, inhale, lift the upper body. Reaching and twisting to the right, left hand to the right thigh, right hand behind, lifting and twisting from the base of the spine. Use your left hand to gently bend the elbow, pulling on that leg. Looking over your shoulder, and then bring your head back to the front first, and then twist to the left, lifting and lengthening. Using the hand on the thigh for support, look over your left shoulder, pulling on that leg, getting an extra twist through the upper body. And then bring the head back, and then the rest of the body, lifting and lengthening, and bring the arms out to the side. Take your right elbow under the left, eagle arms. Now, variation of this is to stack your elbows and lift up and down, hands on the shoulders. Or eagle arms, holding, stacking the elbows and pressing the palms together, or the fingers into the palms, and draw the arms up and down, massaging through the shoulder. And then slowly unwind those arms, reach them out, left arm under right. And again, you can bend the elbows, place the hands on the shoulders to stack. The arms lifting up and down, or eagle arms, wrapping the arms around each other and lifting and lowering. And then slowly unwind, extend the arms out and bring them down to the floor. Go ahead and extend the legs all the way out to the front of your mat. Lift and lengthen, flexing the feet, maybe pushing the palms into the floor. Take a deep breath in, and then on your exhale, pull that right foot across the left thigh. Take your left arm, lift, wrap it around your right thigh. We're going to twist towards that right thigh, flexing your left foot. Place your right hand behind you as a kickstand as you look over your right shoulder. Feel your that right knee pulling in nice and tight. Feel the stretch through your right glute. Now very slowly unwind extending that leg out. And then we're gonna pull that left foot in, wrap that right arm around the left leg, left hand is a kickstand, lift first, hugging the knee into the chest, and then twist towards that left side, flexing that right foot. Now we're going to twist and look over the left shoulder. And keep breathing. Now from here, we're going to unwind, extend the legs, give them a shake. Now you're going to lean over onto your left glute, and I want you to just bend both knees over to the right, but place your left foot up against your right thigh and bending your right knee. We're going to reach for the right ankle with the right hand. So the feet are almost like a zigzag. We're going to mermaid. We're going to reach the left arm overhead, leaning to the right, leaning to that back left bent knee. Breathing into it. Now take your top arm. We're going to twist towards that back bent right leg, lifting as you twist. And then slowly unwind. Go and bring your hands behind you. Bring those knees all the way up. Shift to your right glute. And then just pull that left foot back, placing your right bottom of your foot up against that thigh of the left leg. Holding on to that left ankle. You're going to lift, bend your left elbow as you lean sideways towards your foot, reaching over. And breathe. And then you're going to bring that top arm all the way down, holding on to either the thigh or the shin. Lift, lengthen, and twist a little deeper towards that back left bent knee or foot. And then slowly unwind and go ahead and bring the hands out front. Lift yourself up. We're going to slide into child's pose, knees apart, feet together, and melt your belly between the thighs. And just breathe here. Feel the stretch through the spine, the legs, the armpits. From here, we're going to lift the head, and we're going to walk both hands to the right as you shift your hips to the left for a twist. So as we twist and bend through our different postures, you're going to feel the lengthening and the hydration of the tissue, feeling that left side of the body stretching out. And then we lift the head, walk the hands through the center to the left, and shift your hips to the right as you melt into it. Option to bring your head to the floor. Or you can keep it up higher. It's up to you what feels good. And then we're going to lift the head, come back to center. See if we can walk the palms together. Let your head come to the floor or as close to it as you can get. You can always put your head on a block and bring your thumbs toward your spine. Pressing those palms together, pressing the back of your arms onto the floor. And then slowly extend those arms all the way back to the front, walking the shoulders away from the ears as we lift the upper body, transitioning to tabletop. Draw the knees under the hips and the tops of the feet on the floor, cat-cow, arch to the back, rounding. Nice exhale. Inhale, lift the head, lift the tailbone, arch the back. Exhale, round. And inhale, lift. And then find your neutral spine. Level out the shoulders. We're going to take the right arm forward, extending it, and then the left toe to the back of the mat, and then extend that whole opposite arm, opposite leg, extended tabletop. Find your breath. and then bring the hand and knees to the floor. We're going to do the other side, left arm forward, thumb is up, right toe to the back of the mat, and then lift it off the floor, extended tabletop. Feeling the body getting warm, engaging the core, looking at your thumb on the floor, and then bring the hand and knee to the center. Again, relax your shoulders. Take your right arm and reach it up to the outside, twisting to the right. And then you're going to thread the needle. Bring that right hand underneath the left, lowering to the mat. Option to reach your left arm forward. Feeling that nice stretch of the shoulder and the twist. Option to extend your left leg back. You can even lift the leg off the floor if you would like. Feeling that little twist and stretch and lengthening. And then we're going to bring the left leg down if it's up. Bend the knee. Bring your left hand in close to the head. Come all the way back up. Unthreading the left hand, placing it back on the floor. Cat-cow, round through the back. And then inhale, arch, and lift the head. Exhale, round. And inhale, lift and extend. And then find your neutral spine. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Now we're going to take the left arm. We're going to reach it all the way up, opening. And then thread the needle. Thread the arm underneath, lowering your head to the floor. Reach your right arm out front. Trying to draw that left shoulder to the floor. Option to extend your right leg towards the back of the mat. You can even lift it off the mat if you would like. One side might be harder than the other. You might feel a little shakiness. You can bring the knee back to the ground and then bend the knee, bring it in. Slide your right hand close to the head. Use it to come back all the way to tabletop. Hold the shoulders away from the ears. Let's do one more extended tabletop. So extend the right arm forward, thumb is up, left leg back. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. It might be a little easier now. Breathing in and out, hands and knees to the floor. And let's try the other side. Left arm forward, right leg back. Flexing the right foot, thumb is up on that left hand, looking at your thumb on the floor, breathing in and out. And one more in. And then out, bring the hands and knees to the floor. We're going to tuck our toes, walk the hands slightly forward, finding your downward facing dog. Lifting the hips, pedal out your feet, walk your dog. Feel the massage into the calf, the bottom of the foot. It's all stretching, moving those hips side to side. Now separate your feet about hip distance, soften the knees, press the hips back and up. Pressing into the fingertips, take your right hand and reach it towards your left ankle. Looking under your left armpit, little twist. And then we're going to come back, place the hand on the floor, and let's try the other side. Little twist. And then both hands come back to the floor. Find your downward facing dog again. Now we're going to take that right leg up, three-legged dog, and then bend the knees, stack the hips, pull the leg over to the left side, opening up those hips and breathing. And then bring that right foot between the hands, and we're going to lower to the left knee. Feel free to put something under the knee if you need to. And just breathe here. And put your, tuck your back, your left toe is still tucked under, so you're pressing into the ball of the foot. And then you're going to walk both hands up onto the right thigh. And then we're going to draw both hands all the way up. Breathing in, and then bring the palms together to heart space. Relaxing the shoulders. Now you're going to take your left elbow or forearm, or the back of the left arm, and you're going to twist and place it on that right thigh. pressing the palms together for a nice twist. Feel the belly pressing into the thigh, and then slowly release. Come back to center, reach the arms up, and then exhale, both hands back to the mat. Step back to the plank. Feel free to be on your knees, arms apart. Chaturanga, elbows into the rib cage as you lower slowly down. Untuck the toes, gentle press up. Option to lift the hands off the floor, warming up that low back. Press the palms into the floor, tuck your toes, and then downward facing dog. Pressing up and back. And again, readjust, walk your dog, pedal your feet. Building heat in the body, getting it warmed up. And now we're going to take the left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, press it over to the right, stacking those hips. And finding your breath. And then you're going to take the foot between the hands. And you're going to lower the right knee to the floor, keeping the toe tucked under. Walk the hands up onto the thigh. Extending them up to the sky, relaxing those shoulders. Breathing in. We're going to bring the palms together to heart space. Bring them down to the chest wall. Now your right back of your arm is going over towards that thigh, pressing the palms for a nice twist. Feel that belly pressing into the thigh. When we twist and bend, it's very good for our digestion, for all of our vital organs. It's like a little cleanse for the body. Take a deep breath in. Now we're going to slowly come back to the center, reaching the arms up, and then exhale both hands to the floor. Step back to plank, nice and strong. Feel free to be on your knees if you need to, and then you're going to bend the elbows, lowering towards your belly, chaturanga. Inhale if you'd like to, up dog or cobra. Elbows pulled into the chest as you lift, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Take your time, and then when you come up, you have the option to pedal your feet, walk your dog, and then melt into your downward facing dog, pulling your shoulders away from the ears, softening your knees, and breathe. Now we're going to take that right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, and we're going to bring the foot forward, but then I want you to bring your left leg forward as well. So the toes are touching, you're in a forward fold. Squeeze your thighs together, Utkatasana, chair pose. So coming up nice and tall, the chair. Bring the palms to heart space. Good, and we're going to twist to the right, bringing the back of the tricep to the thigh, pressing the palms together again. Twisting and looking to your right. Option, you can reach the arms open, reaching to the floor and to the sky. Again, twisting through the belly. And then bring the palms back to center. Come to the center and twist the opposite way. Twisting to the left, pressing that tricep into the thigh, palms together. Option to open the arms and breathe. Now we're going to bring the palms back together, hands to floor, straighten out the legs. And then from here, we're going to inhale, rise. Slowly come up, exhale, palms to heart space. And then take your right foot back, warrior one. Pressing the bottom of the heel, back of the heel into the floor, open the arms, option to press the palms together, biceps into the ears, and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Now from here, we're going to bring the palms to heart space. I want you to peel your back heel off the floor and start bending that back knee slightly. And then separate your arms as you draw them up and back. Variation of crescent, challenging our balance. But we're going to do a twist. So reach the right hand forward, left hand back, twisting towards that left front leg and breathing. And then you're going to take your right hand to the floor on the inside of that left foot. Option to use a block. Reach your left arm up for a twist and breathe. Now you're going to take your left hand to the floor, step back to plank, walk your hands slightly apart. Option to go onto your knees, chaturanga, to up dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. And breathe, 3 breaths here. Relax your shoulders. As we move deeper into our practice, things get a little easier as we get warm. After your 3rd breath, we're going to take that left leg up, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, bring the foot forward towards the hands, and then the right foot comes to join. Big toes together, thighs together, bend the knees. Utkatasana, chair pose. And again, bringing those arms up. And then we're going to bring the palms together. And I bet you know where we're going with this. We're going to twist again. Twist to the left this time. Pressing it in, that arm that is, into the thigh. Press the palms together. Option if you want to try to open it up this time, if you haven't yet. Again, go where you feel comfortable. We get deeper into our twist. Go and bring the palms together. Let's try the other side. Come to the center and then twist to the right. And maybe you just stay with your palms together. And that's fine. Maybe you open it up. Keeping your weight in both the feet. Feeling that nice twist. And then we bring the palms back together. Come through the center. And then we slowly inhale, rise. Exhale, palms to heart space. Nice and tall, getting warmer. Left foot back, warrior 1. Drawing that back foot into the floor. Reaching the arms up, bending into that front knee. Check in with your hips, maybe move things around. One side might be more challenging than the other. Continue breathing. Now we're going to bring the palms to heart space. Relax those shoulders. We're going to peel that back left heel off the floor and slightly start to bend the knee. And then we draw the arms up and back, crescent, variation. Challenging your balance. And then we're going to start to twist. Twist to the right. Reach the right arm to the back, left arm to the front. Now, you're breathing. Take your left hand to the floor on the inside of the right leg. You might have to slide your left leg further back to a low lunge. Reach the right arm to the sky for that twist. Feel free to put a block under your left hand. And then bring both hands to the floor. Step back to your plank. Getting a nice stretch to those hip flexors. Walk the hands a little further away from the shoulders. Out to the side, chaturanga. To upward facing dog. To downward facing dog. And now breathe. Now we're going to take 3 breaths here. After your 3rd breath, we're going to rise up into the toes, back into the heels, and then draw that right leg up. Now we're going to bring the right foot between the hands. You're going to pivot onto the back left foot, and you're going to windmill up to warrior 2. Breathing into it. Step or lean into that front. That front knee is driving towards the pinky toe. And again, make sure it's not way over the toes. Maybe you have to separate your feet a little wider, and then reach the right arm forward and left arm back. And look over those right fingertips. Check in with your hips. We try to square them, but if it throws too much pressure on the knee, the most important thing is watch out with the knee over to the pinky toe, and then maybe twist the hip just a slightly bit, that back left hip forward to protect that joint. And breathe. Now we're going to straighten out the front right leg. Turn your right thumb up, and then start to hinge, reaching forward. Feel your hip hinge back, triangle, trikonasana. You can have the hand on the inside, lowering down. Maybe you hold on to the the shin or even a block. And just breathe here. Never force the stretch. Try to get your shoulders to stack and breathe. Now from here, we're slowly going to come up. Reverse it, reverse triangle, bring your back arm to the thigh, right arm to the sky. Now option to reach your hand behind your back towards that front thigh. Now from here, we're going to release the arms like you're going to warrior two, but the legs stay straight. Extend the arms. I want you to really reach through that spine. Lift the crown of the head to the sky. That back left arm is going to start to rotate to the front. So you're twisting for twisted revolved triangle. So you're taking your left hand, reaching it either to the shin. You can take your right hand to the hip if you'd like. Protect that shoulder. Or you can extend it to the sky. And breathe. Might cause a little shakiness. Now I want you to bend your front knee. Bring both hands towards the floor. And let's go ahead and step back to plank. Let's find our chaturanga. Rocking it onto the toes or the knees. Elbows in, lowering down. Upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. And melt into the feet. Walk your dog if you'd like. You can pedal it out. 3 breaths. Lengthening through the spine, pulling the shoulder blades apart, pressing into the fingers and the palms. After your 3rd breath, you're going to extend the left leg up, bend the knee, bring it between the hands, and then you're going to windmill up to warrior two. Extend those arms out, looking over the left fingertips. And breathe. Opening it up. And again, check in with the hips and the knee. Now we're going to straighten out the front leg. Turn your left thumb up and start to reach it forward. The hips go back. Let's melt into our triangle. Never force it. And let's find your breath here. Now we're going to slowly come up, reverse it, hip hinge a little to the front as you reach to the back thigh, or you can bring your hand behind your back. Now from here, you're going to extend the arms front and back. That back right hand is going to twist. You're lengthening through the spine and then start to lean forward. A revolved triangle. And let's breathe. And again, you can bring your left hand to your hip, adjust your feet as needed, and then reach the left arm up. And breathe. And now take that top arm to the floor, bend that front knee. Let's find our plank. Feel free to be on the knees. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. And then chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now from here, relax your shoulders. We're going to take that right leg up, 3-legged dog, bend the knee. Now we're going to bring it forward to pigeon. Bring the knee to the right hand and then slide your left leg back. Make adjustments. Feel free to slide a block under that right hip if needed, or a couple pillows if it's far from the earth. And just breathe. Now we're going to start to gently walk our body forward, melting towards the floor. Now we're going to add a twist here if you'd like. You're going to extend your right hand and thread the left hand underneath, twisting towards the left shoulder. And now just keep on breathing in and out. If it's too intense with the twist, you do not have to do the twist. Now we're going to bring the right hand in close Unwind, walk the hands in towards your shins, lift and lengthen, bringing that chest open. Tuck your left toe under. We're going to find our plank, lifting the hips, stepping back nice and strong, and then just shift back to that downward facing dog. And then shift back to your plank, and then chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to take the left leg up, three-legged dog, bend the knee. We're going to bring it forward, pigeon. Slide that leg straight back. And then just a little rock side to side. And then walking the hands gently forward. One side might be a little tighter than the other, and again, feel free to put a block or something under that left hip. We're going to extend that left arm. Both arms out, head to the floor. And if you want a little deeper, you can reach the left arm and thread the right arm underneath, lowering to that right shoulder. If it makes it too intense, then you do not have to twist. If you're sitting up on a block, maybe you don't twist. You just stay in that fold and just breathe. One more breath. And then we slowly bring the left arm in, unthread the right, walk the hands towards the shins. Now if you're sitting on a block or blanket, this is where you want, or a pillow, take it out from under that left hip. We're going to sit on the left hip, and we're going to bring that right leg up and around. And it can either go in front of the shin or cross over that thigh. Lift through the spine. Take your left arm and wrap it around that right knee. Reach your right arm behind you, lift and twist. And as you breathe, feel the belly pressing into the thigh. Relax your shoulders and then look over your right shoulder. And continue breathing in and out. One more breath. Now from here, we're going to come back to center, letting go of that leg. We're going to bring the right foot in front, then the left, and we're going to switch. So then you're going to tuck that right foot underneath the left thigh. So the heel comes to the edge of the glute. Now you can bring the left foot in close to the thigh, or you can cross it over, placing it on the outside, lift and lengthen, then wrap the arm around the thigh, reach the left arm back. We always want to lengthen before we start to twist, pulling that thigh or that leg into the belly, then relax your shoulders and look over your left shoulder. And find your breath, inhale and exhale. Feel that nice twist. Think of squeezing a sponge and then rehydrating it. That's what we're doing with our body today. So make sure you drink extra water. We're doing a nice little cleanse. Now we're going to let the head come back to neutral and then let the body come forward, unwinding, letting that arm let go of the leg. Go ahead and bring the leg forward and then untuck your right. Now, you're going to lift and lengthen, you're going to hold the back of the thighs, and you're going to start to lean back slightly. So a couple options. You maybe want to just hold here, maybe you let go. Another option is to lift the legs while you're holding and cross your right ankle. Let's do the other one. Cross your left ankle over your right, left over right. Because then what I want you to do is take your knees are bent, pull them in close to the chest, take your right hand and reach it for your right foot. Ready for the fun part? Straighten those legs and then twist to the left. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Now we're going to bend the knees, let go of the hand, but keep the feet crossed. Come back to center with cactus arms. Bring the palms together and then press and twist to the left. Let's try twisting to the right. back to center. Uncross the legs and cross the opposite. Now your right is over your left. Go ahead and hold on to the back of the right thigh. Pull the knees in close. Reach your left hand to reach to the left foot and the bottom foot. Now start to extend those legs. Reach the right arm behind and twist to the right. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Now you're going to bend the knees. Keep them crossed. Release the arms. Find your cactus arms. Palms pressed together. Twist to the right. Twist center. Twist to the left. Back to center. Go ahead and uncross the legs. Then we're going to hug the knees. Try to keep those feet above the floor. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Now from here, you're going to extend your heels out onto the floor. Lower yourself all the way onto your mat, but then walk your feet in and reach your fingertips towards your heels. The knees are bent. Turn your toes in about 1/2 inch, tiny bit. Walk your shoulders away from your ears. Now we're going to press up our hips, pressing into the feet. Lift and lengthen, and then reach the arms overhead if you'd like. And then exhale, bring the hands back down, lower the hips to the floor, and relax the shoulders. Now we're going to bring the hands to cactus arms, bend the elbows, bring the fingertips back onto the back of the hands onto the floor. Now from here, we're going to walk the feet as wide as the mat, and then bring the knees together. Then from here, start to rock both knees towards the right, dropping them over, but then take your right foot on top of your left thigh. So twisting and stretching through that left hip flexor, that left quad, and breathe. You can look to the left as well. So we can still twist and lengthen at the same time. Think about expanding and contracting the belly with each breath. One more inhale and exhale. And then we'll release that right foot off of the left thigh. Go ahead and bring the knees back up to center. Realign the spine. Walk the feet in about hip distance apart and nice and close. Turn the toes in 1/4 inch. Your arms are still at cactus arms. Now slowly lift the hips. And then exhale, lower back down. Walk the feet as wide as your mat, bringing the knees together. And then we start to draw both knees, this time to the left, and bring your left foot on top of your right thigh. And then if you'd like, turn and look to the right. Focus on your breath. Notice where you're feeling this. You might even feel it all the way up into the rib cage on the right side, maybe the armpit, the quad, the hip. Now after your next breath, bring your head back to neutral. Uncross your left foot. Gently bring both feet to the floor as the knees come up. Go ahead and reach both hands down, walking the feet in. Reach for your ankles or your heels. Lifting to a bridge, option to walk the fingers together, interlace, maybe even walking the shoulders under as you lift and lengthen to your bridge. Relax your shoulders. Finding your breath, inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Unlace the fingers, walk the shoulders out. Exhale and lower the hips all the way down. And then go ahead and hug your right knee into the chest. Extend your left leg to the front of the mat. And just squeeze it into the belly. Continue holding onto the right knee or shin with the left hand. And then slowly pull it over to the left side of the body. You can extend your right arm out like a T or even bend the elbow like a cactus arm. Maybe even turning your head away from the bent knee, looking to the right. Slowly, we're coming back to center. Give that knee a squeeze and then extend the leg up to the sky, holding behind the thigh, rotating the ankle. And then change direction. Option to walk the hands up that calf or even reach the big two fingers to the big toe. A little extra stretch going on there. Bending the knee, hug it into the chest. Pull the left knee in to hold on to it as you extend the right leg to the front. We're going to twist the opposite way. So go ahead and hold on to the left knee with the right hand, and then we're going to pull it across to the right side, and then your left hand can be out to a T or bent like a cactus arm. And you can look to your left, finding your breath. Inhale and exhale. And then we're coming back to center. And give that knee a squeeze. And then we're going to extend it all the way up and rotate the ankle. Feel that nice stretch. And then change direction, rotate it the other way. And then we're going to walk the hands up to the calf. And then maybe you hold on to the big toe if it's in your practice. Feeling that nice stretch. And then we're going to let go of the toe, bend the knee, and give it a squeeze into the chest. And then pull that right knee into join. Press the knees together. Give it a little rock side to side. Massage that low back. And then come back to center. Extend both legs up to the sky. Maybe slide the hands. They can be on the thighs or up a little higher. Maybe you can hold on to the big toes. And then release, taking it wide, bend the knees. And again, holding the toes, the feet, or the thighs for happy baby. Maybe you wrap them around. Little rock side to side. Happy baby is so good to just get rid of stress, to help our digestion, bring calmness, align the spine, find your center, press the tailbone to the earth. Slowly unwind, let go of the legs, hug them in one last time, squish the belly with the thighs, and then go ahead and release both feet flat on the floor. Bring the arms to cactus arms, walk your feet all the way together, gently drop both knees together, stacking them to the right. Take a deep breath in, and then on your exhale, bring them to the center as they drop to the left, looking to the right. Take a deep breath in, and then on your exhale, come back to center, realign the spine, and then walk the feet apart as you glide them forward and let them fall open. And bring your arms down next to the body. Walk your shoulder blades apart. Walk your shoulders away from the ears, turning your palms up, opening your heart space. Finding your Savasana, close your eyes, and just breathe here. Notice the different feelings that you're running through your body, the energy, sensations. You might feel you need to drink some water, hydrate the body after all those twists. Let's take a nice deep cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Audible sighing, exhale through the mouth. Just let all that tension go. One more breath. And let it go. And then just feel the body relaxing, your breath coming easily, all the tension gone. You're welcome to stay there. You can bend the knees. You can roll to your side, hugging the knees into your chest. And then gently pressing up. Coming back to an easy seat, sitting up nice and tall. Just checking in with your posture. Your shoulders are relaxed. Take a deep breath in. Reach the arms up and out. Exhale, palms to heart space. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.